Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Drafting with John, where we are in a rather rainy conservatory today doing some Premier Zendikar Rising draft. Apologies for that constant background noise that you are no doubt hearing. It is no less annoying for me. But we are going to be doing another draft. It's good fun, and I know that there's lots of other things going on, and there's Kaladesh remastered and things like that. But I'm quite enjoying Zendikar, and it's only another month and a bit until the next one, Kaldheim, which I hear is all about Vikings. Maybe a set that I could get behind. Clearly, not many people are drafting, as it's taken a while to fill up the table. But hey ho. Hopefully, it means we get some good stuff. One video that will be coming out at some point soon is potentially I'm getting other people to draft for and record it, and then I don't even know what that noise was, and then I will respond with a video talking about it. I don't like Shadow's Verdict. I don't think it's particularly good. Bit of a board wipe, but only conditional, and yeah, I don't really get it. I don't really rate Concerted Defense. I don't really rate Cylinder Vision. I don't want to go Lol Mage's Familiar straight away. The next best sort of cards are Shepherd of Heroes, Feed the Swarm. That's probably about it. I will take Lol Mage's Familiar because I don't mind the Kicker deck. And it is a good card. Like, it is definitely the best card here. So, yeah, we may not play it if we get some different, better cards, but okay. So, I really like Roller Option. It is a kicker card, but it isn't green-blue. I think it's good enough, though. I'm not a big fan of Shadow Stinger. It's annoying. Springmantle Cleric, again, I'm not hugely interested in. I like Royal Option enough to think we can keep our options open. The only other option for me would be the Tazim Royal Mage. But I think we can take a Royal Option and be happy that if red is open, we can go into it with arguably one of the best cards, certainly one of the best commons. Okay. Yep, so have I even got... Yeah, I've got audio on. That's fine. So really here, we've got Kalni Ambush. Significantly better than any other card here. You could go Warriors with the Relic Axe. Both the green cards are okay. A lot of these cards are arguably playable, but I don't know. Make sure that I'm definitely getting picked up with me with my microphone. Yeah, so far we're kind of directionless. Sure-footed Infiltrator is good in rogues. It is arguably good not in rogues if you can get a couple of things, a couple of other rogues with it. But it doesn't really work with anything we're looking at the moment. I mean, Risen Riptide goes with the kicker theme. T-Speak Ambusher is just a decent 2-drop. The thing is, if we'd have gone black or blue at all, then I'd be tempted with that. But I just... I'll tell you what, we'll go Risen Riptide. It's not a great pick, but I don't see us going black-blue rogues at this stage. Okay. I don't like Seagate Restoration. I don't think it's worth it. We've not really seen black at all. I will take... do we go Shell Shield for the kicker? I think we can pick up Shell Shields. I do like a TTB Ambusher, and I do think it's a good card. And we're not sure if we're necessarily going in any direction at this stage. A Baying Veil's good enough, for sure. It's a really solid modal double face card. So happy to pick that up. Yeah, so we'll probably pick that up now. Although the Hellion could be useful with our. Yeah, we'll take the shell shield for its kickeriness. Again, we're not necessarily in kicker. So far, we've got only Risen Riptide that wants kicker, and the only thing we've got with kicker is the Royal Eruption, which is in red. So unless we're going to play Teamer kicker, we could still go like blue-red kicker, but it would be a kind of kick in the... Yeah, we could splash Lol Mage's Familiar, I guess, with the likes of the Colony Ambush and maybe another one or two green lands. I like Grotag Bugcatcher enough to play it and to pick it here. I don't really... I feel like Feladar's become too slow for me. It being Vigilance is good, but 3/2 Vigilance for 4. I'm not sure I'm sold. So we've got a couple of options here. I don't mind Electromancer. I know Scorch Rider could be kicked, but it's just never going to get kicked. I think Glacial Grasp is good enough as a card. And we're almost sure that we're playing blue, so I feel less bad about taking that. I'll take a Spare Supplies. So we've managed to get 10 cards out of the first pack, which, you know, isn't bad. I would go so far as to say there's probably two. Like, Lol Mage's Familiar and Royal Eruption are probably the only cards that are like really solid. I don't mind Colony Ambush, but it is a fight, not a bite, which is, I think, significantly worse. It is at instant speed, which is nice, but... So, again, we'll take a Skyclave Squid. Another Ambusher. I feel like the red 2-drops are just massively undervalued. And I really like them. Could just be me. It's unlikely we play the Hellhound. Unless we go really aggressive. So, you know, we've got a set of cards here we can't be arguing with. Okay, so the Wayward Guide Beast, unfortunately, in the design of this card, what you'd want it to be is a great turn 1, 2/2 trample haste, but if you play it on turn 1, you end up losing the land you just played, so it's certainly not a good card. Songmad Treachery's probably our pick here. We're not going to be playing white or black, so both of those aren't for us. As I said, we're not playing black, so the Feed the Swarms out. There is a Grotag Bugcatcher. That's probably the only other thing we're interested in. So I'll take the Songmad Treachery, because it's always good to have modal double face cards. Okay, so we've got some choices to make here. Oran Reef, great card in green. Vine Gecko, kicker staple. Another Risen Reef, a Field Research, a kickable card in blue. Realistically, it's going to have to be Vine Gecko. It's going to mean we're going to need to make some decisions here, because we could play 3 colour, but it becomes a bit more tricky. We'd have to try and pick up some of the Reclaim the Waste. Is that what I'm thinking of? We would love a Rabid Bite, a Field Research, or a Risen Reef, or an Oran Reef Ooze, which we're probably not going to see. Okay, so So this is pretty crazy that those cards are sort of sat up there. So I love Tazim Raw Mage, but in what we're about to do, we need this dual land for sure. Raw Mage is great, but we're changing direction, and we need these lands for 100% definite. So it's a bit annoying. Not really anything for us here. I am going to take another Shell Shield, but it's unlikely that we play another Shell Shield unless we really struggle. Kicker is now an element to the deck. It's certainly not the deck. Tangle Florahedron kind of ticks some boxes for us. On the one hand, it means we don't need to have quite so many forests in the deck. It's not kicked, obviously, but it does help with generating more mana, which is excellent. I don't think we're going to play any of these cards. We have got a couple of wizards, but it's unlikely Chilling Trap becomes any good. So we have got, with the Vine Gecko and the Lol Mage's Familiar, you know, there's a couple of cards that do work really well with Kicker. So we've got a decision here as to do we go more and more down this green route, which I think we're going to have to. I really like Geyser Mage. You know, do we play all these cards? It's a tough one. I think we just need more Kicker, and I think Gnarled Colony is good enough in comparison. We'll happily take some of those wizards in the future. Don't get me wrong. Oh. We've had a recent surge in our subscribers on the channel. Great card to pick up. Another good one. More modal double faces. We'll certainly not argue. So I really appreciate everyone who's subscribing at the moment. Very, very aware. We'll take it for the rare. Very, very aware. Oh, another risen. That a lot of the subscribers are coming because of the review videos we do. And we're going to do some more review videos. We've had a bit of a delay on some of the deliveries we need. But we will do some more review videos. But this kind of content is kind of fun and fancy free. So hopefully you're enjoying this, if nothing else. We could do with a little bit more success in today's video, though. You know, unless we get some absolutely storming cards in the next, you know, to knock us out of red is really the only thing that's sort of, I mean, you know, we're probably not going to be playing half of these cards. Well, there you go. Look at that. What more can you want? So the debate here is, are we truly splashing red purely for one Royal Eruption? Is a Royal Eruption worth that? Because it's not an issue here. We can't search this out, but it's not an issue with that. I like a Kazul's Fury, but it's not really how we play. And we're only kicking a Royal Eruption turn 7. So I'm gonna tentatively say that we need to pick up an absolute bunch of cards. I mean, we've begun exactly the direction we wanted. We would love to pick up this Into the Royal. Nothing would make us happier. But a Marasa Sproutling is like, we're picking up all the uncommons that we need. That is tempting. So that is tempting because it gets us somewhere. At the moment, though, we haven't really got anywhere to go. So potentially we're better off with the reclaim, which is odd. But we need that kicker. We need that kicker to work with now our beautiful Rooster Drakes. With the Lol Mage, gain some life. Basically at this stage we're looking for anything with a kicker on it. I nearly missed. Look at that. Look at me taking a Blight Blade over this field research that we desperately need. So our curve looks really really light, but if you consider that that's actually over there somewhere, if you look at what happens when you kick these things, what have we got? I think a Kazundu Stomper is a really good pickup for us because it's a big boy. In fact, it's even bigger than that. Oh, it's another Royal Eruption. Oh, it makes me want to play red. Oh no, I cut red and now I feel bad about it. Do I want 3 field researches? Is that wrong? Is milling someone out even close to a strategy for us? I don't think we're going to play another field research. I'll take this Maddening Cacophony, but I don't think we'll play it. I'll take another Reclaim. I'll take another Risen Riptide. Again, unlikely we'll play it. But who knows? So what I'm doing here is just looking through and saying, okay, if we cast these for their kicked costs, what does that do for us? I mean, we could be potentially short on playables. So we'll certainly take this guy. Get him in there. There is definitely part of me that's thinking, should we splash red? But I just, if anyone saw the last time I tried to go multicolour, big, you know, obviously we're in 2-colour, but so in terms of, like, I know I've just laid it all out and it's gone back again, but in terms of, in fact, we are going to be searching out lands. I don't even know what that land is. I wonder how it chooses what land to give you. Is it just the last land? Brilliant. Solid effort. Okay. So we don't need this Chilling Trap. I don't think we need this Spare Supplies. That's a lot of Risen Riptides, I know, but from a kicker perspective, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 cards we can kick. And payoffs for kicker. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 payoffs for kicker. I feel like this deck, it's nice. I like it. It's a little a little bit of fun. What are we naming? Lol Mage's Familiar is definitely where we started off. We picked it early and we just went with it. So just going to be with the kids. Lol Mage's fan. Add this to our decks for future fun, and then let's just get going. Let's have a game, or hopefully 7. Yeah, game plan is just to either Maddening Cacophony them, get a load of lands out, gain a little bit of life with a couple of life gainers we've got, kick everything we can. How do we lose? We lose to really quick decks. We don't have a huge amount of removal. Yeah. My incompetence. What am I playing at? Rick Art. Okay. Yeah, like this. We've got a turn 2 Kazandus Nectarpod. Turn 3 Risen. Protect some stuff. Research either early on or more than likely late. We've no need to play that. We really don't want to be playing that. Like I said earlier, in terms of our plans, the last thing we want to do is get rid of what is pretty much our only. Ooh. Oh, okay. Our only fight spell. So I'm getting a little bit of life. I'm pretty happy in this spot. Neither of these creatures I've played are particularly, you know, exciting things to remove. So I think we are... The one thing I am a little bit worried about is not having another green for potentially kicking something in the future. So I think we pass here. We block whatever they play with kicking a Shell Shield. I'm not that. Do they take 3 damage from that? I'll block there. I can't block the Black Bloom Rogue anyway, so I'm not quite sure why they did that. Yeah, so I think at this point we get our big friend out. We're ahead on life. We've got a big boy. They're going to hit us for 1, gain 1, create 1. Which is annoying, but not horrific. They've stalled out on 4 lands. Okay. So we could field research and draw a bunch of cards. Next turn we take 3 in the air. We are going to miss out on triggering things, but I think we just need to draw a bunch of cards. Yeah, so it gets us both the Lol Mage's Familiar and the Roost of Drakes, which is really good. Okay, so they've got their life gain little machine going. Okay, so can we Lol Mage? Yeah, we can Lol Mage. And we can kick a Roost of Drakes. I don't think that there's a better combination. I feel like at this stage we can start attacking with this guy. If we send him in, they have to do some blocking. They'll probably just sacrifice a cat. So I guess I'd rather have him hanging back. We can kick. What am I doing? Discarding 2 cards. I think I'll discard the Skyclave Squid and the Glacial Grasp. I think having the fight is going to be really important. Okay, so we kick the colony and make it a 4/4. It costs us 5 to do that, which leaves us with 2, which leaves us the spell shield open. Or we fight that healer and leave the spell shield open. I think I just need to flood the board out, because now we're getting trample. I can still fight. Excellent. That stops their generation of doing things. Bet they wish they had the Feed the Swarm, which they have. They have a second Feed the Swarm. Well, that's annoying. But it isn't the end of the world. Yeah, so a Bane Veil wipes out an attack if they want to do it. I'm not going to Bane Veil 1. I know that they'll gain and make that bigger, but... Considering we've drawn a lot of cards, we aren't flush, are we? So attacking, unfortunately, won't help the Drake. But we can... So this block here isn't good. That's a good attack. What does that say? I don't know if this works, but we'll give it a go. It does work, that's good. They don't attack. Gain another life. At this stage, we don't really have a going over the top attack, which is frustrating. And even with the Bane Veil, we don't get anywhere. They attack with the Gloom Hunter, we kill it. Yeah, that thing's a little annoying. So that can do 2 to something. Not a lot we can do about that. I send the big one in. Yep, hit us for a few. Ow. Yeah, that thing's just I know we put quite a lot of lands in our deck. I don't see victory here at all. We don't have a way of getting the Rooster Drakes back. We do trade very profitably there, but it doesn't matter for the sign of the swarm. And now they're, yeah, so yeah, they've got a lot of removal. It's one thing we didn't really have. We tried to remove what we thought would be the right thing. It's entirely me. There's no we here. All the islands we have are out. We get hit for 10. They gain life twice. Then again it again. I think obviously they win next turn. Don't think there's any way we can. I'll concede just because it's a bit of a. I'm just wasting everyone's time by doing that. Obviously, the end of the season as well. We drop back down to silver, so pick our way back up again. Okay, so game 1 we went up against what is arguably the best deck to build. So I'm not too worried. That's probably the one of the main deck varieties that are going to challenge us in the late game. So, whereas, you know, this just looks spot on. The debate here is, I think we either reclaim. Our deck is full of things. I know. We've got two more draw steps. Yeah, that is a real. That's a real kick. That is. We draw another. It could have been right. I mean, we do have a Kasandu Stomper, so it's not like we can't take that Kalni territory back up. Wow, okay. Yeah, we nailed it. I thought I played that spot on as well, so I don't blame the opponent for packing in. That was quite an intimidating combination of lands, I think. Turn 3, not played a spell, I'd give up to. There we go. Never in doubt. Never in doubt. Skill always rises, doesn't it, to the top? So they must have just seen the name and thought, we know what this guy's about. We know what this guy can do. we're not going to hang around. Well, okay. It's a long name. So we can keep this because we can literally do everything possible. And in this instance, I don't see there being a problem in just playing island, forest. Do I need the Tangled Florahedron as a creature? I don't see a reason why not. The squid goes down turn 2. It's hard to get around. The squid blocks really well. Makes it difficult for them to attack. We can go Florahedron next turn if necessary. That's not a bad little play for them. So they're probably going party. So do we card draw this turn? Florahedron can't block, so let's get 3 cheeky points in. Okay. Okay, so we've got this little triplet over here. It's a happy trade for me. So we forest, we attack, they trade. Not the best. Or we Florahedron. And do we reclaim? Are we that bothered? No, I think we'll pass there. Next turn, we can Maddening Cacophony if we draw a land. Quite specifically an island. Worry better off. Okay, Adventure Awaits. Quality card. Obviously. Yeah, next turn we've got sort of Colony Ambush, if need be. Obviously we're protecting our stuff with a Spell Shield. We've got an Adventurer. Well, that changes things because that's definitely what we want to do. Yeah, I think we're better off going Lol Mage. They're not going to want to trade their Pack Beast because it helps to pay for the Veteran Adventurer. Oh, they are going to trade. Interesting. If they don't draw a land, then they are not going to be able to play that Adventurer. They kick a Reclaim the Wastes to get another land. Okay, so they're splashing the plains, I think. Yet they managed to draw. Yet they have a one mana that they managed to draw early doors. What's their deck like? So this is where it gets really daft. Is that like I could pay 1 million mana and mill them 11, or I could pay 2 mana and mill them 8. I think we'll Um, I'm just going to mill them 8. They have got a lot of planes. Journey to Oblivion. Yeah, okay. Okay, 5/5 Adventure isn't great, but it's not, I mean... When you've got this guy... So we can generate 6 mana, which means we can Shell Shield the Risen Riptide and then Kalni Ambush the Adventurer. Might as well do it then. It leaves them 1 mana less than they potentially have planned. Okay, they've still got enough for the Colossus, but does not affect me too much. Kick the Reclaim the Wastes. That grows. Attack with the Riptide. Let's see if they want to trade. That's not the greatest trade unless they've got gas in hand, because that should be being pumped. I mean, I'll take the trade, but I'd rather have the Banneret out. I'd rather trade the Electromancer. The Electromancer is not doing anything. I'll take 7. Okay, in future I'll trade the Florahedron, but right now... Okay. And a Sneaky Sneak, which can't get anything through. So that's definitely a little bit annoying. Tempting to take a land out, if anything. I mean, I will just block there and take 4. Okay, there's definitely worse things that we can draw. Bold. We still get 1,000,000 cards, which is good. So we need to survive this turn and draw something with kicker next turn. That coming down hasted isn't ideal. Okay, so we need to chump there. If they can buff things, then they can buff things, but... we are able to gain some life. However, them attacking with 4, 8, so we get rid of their 2 big things unless they've got a trick. That'll be the trick, which is a bit frustrating. Okay, excellent. I didn't think we had too many lands. I didn't think we had too many lands at all. We're just getting flooded. Maybe the Reclaim the Wastes are just giving us... Would I rather not have the Reclaim the Wastes? I feel a little bit at odds with it, you know? I just don't think splashing red is gonna... Maybe I should have splashed red. We're gonna have to just stick with it, everyone. Stick with it. Have faith. As like a child, I drink through a straw. Ooh, it's a little bit nippy in here. Paulus. Or Paulus, I guess. Right, obviously we're a low curve. Maybe we're just a low curve that's just not doing enough early doors. Well, I like a cheery hello. Oh, happy to keep saying hello. So where's my head at? Here. I'm Skyclave Squid. Debatable that Nectarpot's probably a better blocker. But they choose not to. You know, the squid can block the Scythe Cat for the next couple of turns, so there is no real rush on that one. So we've got to think here. Glacial Grass is something we want to play on their turn. So they can't trigger that. we've got so many things that pay off. Card drawing and you name it. We have got so many things. Like, don't say nice. What's nice? What's nice? Stop saying nice. Could only be annoying. Okay, so all we're doing now is hoping to mill. I mean, they're basically... Oh, that's good. They're basically a somewhat... kickery maybe kind of deck. I don't really know. But we haven't drawn anything over a 2. Okay, we've had 1 3-drop. What am I to do? They're in there. Good cards are in my deck. Okay. So what game are we playing here? Just want to get rid of the cards. Okay, so this deck doesn't go anywhere, and that's frustrating. The only game we've won is when somebody literally resigned after 3 turns. Why do I keep doing this? Why do I keep doing this to myself? Why? About to take 17. About to take 20. Wowzers. In my trousers. I think that's the game, is it? Oh, down to 1. How do I feel about that? I feel disappointed. I feel like we had some really great cards. And for whatever reason, maybe I overlanded. Let me know what your thoughts are. Maybe I should have had some more top end. It felt like we drew the same cards over and over again. A real shame. Thought that deck was much better than a 1-3. Either way, that's today's video, guys. I hope you appreciate it. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.